Menace is sobriety.
If I'm brutally, completely honest, it's like 70-30 or maybe 80-20, like positive to negative being sober. So I'm not completely 110% happy or 100% happy that I'm sober. I am happy that I'm sober, but I still have an element of, oh, I don't hear from so-and-so now, or them guys don't contact me because I do have that. And it, you know, close friends, I'm like I even know some of them have set up another group outside of the normal group that we're in because they don't want me to hear them going, oh, do you want to go to the pub? Do you want to go to the pub? Do you want to meet up? And I know that they're out 2-3 times a week now, whereas I'd be out 1 or 2 times with them. And, you know, so that element of my life is changing. But once I get my head around it, I'm like, but do I want to be sat in the fucking pub, drinking and sniffing gear when I've got 2 beautiful kids at home and my missus? So, but I'm battling it.
And that's a grieving process again. So remember, you know, you've been through grief before. So what you did before, rightly or wrongly, and no one is there to judge. You do how you know, everyone does no one knows what they're going to do until they're facing that time. But here is another loss. This is another bit of grieving. But then it's about thinking, how is it you want to feel? So for example, right now, right, what's one of your goals? What is one of your goals, honestly?
For what, like work-wise?
Just any goal. What is one of your goals?
What, long-term or short-term? Sorry.
Fucking another question. Okay, a short-term goal then. All right, go to short-term goal.
Okay, so for next year, I've written a film about men's mental health and suicide, and I want to make it.
Okay, I believe you. That would be frightening me. You said it was like real conviction, which is great. Yeah. Okay, so close your eyes for a moment.
Yeah.
Right, just entertain me for a minute. So imagine what it's like in your life when you've just achieved that goal. So I can't see inside your mind. So I want you to picture in your mind that you have just achieved that goal. You've just written that movie. You've just filmed it. You've just finished it. How will I know you've achieved that goal? What does it look like? What comes to your mind straight away?
Well, I'm standing in Leicester Square in a nice suit. I look healthy and fucking cameras are flashing and the film's out and people are happy and proud of me.
And what are the positive emotions you think you're going to feel when you've achieved that?
I'm going to be really proud of myself. Proud, happy.
Proud, happy. What else?
I don't know. Excited and proud, happy, excited, and I don't know, like fulfilled.
Yeah. Okay. So your body's already changing, which is good, right? So where are you feeling that on your body right now?
In my chest.
Yeah. See that? You're like, okay, that was great. Open your eyes. So you didn't see that when I was just talking to you over there about it. You showed me that straight away.
Did I?
Yeah. So you didn't even say a word. Your body started to communicate. So that's how powerful visualization is. So you created that. So you just, what comes to mind? You then told me what came to mind. You know, I then asked you for the second stage, which is to look at the positive emotions you're going to feel when you've achieved it. And you said what you could feel. And then you told me it's there and I feel proud in that. So now you've now created that as a memory. That's really important.
So that's in my mind now.
So if you did that for 30 days, right? We do it every day, but if you did that just for 30 days, 30 seconds a day, right? You changed the filter system in your brain, right? So rather than waking up in the morning saying, I feel lonely, I feel lonely, I feel lonely, and then the brain confirming information that you are lonely, when you start focusing in this way, you'll start to switch and look for information that confirms that goal. So you will find yourself looking at opportunities that present you to achieve that goal because that's what you're focusing on. So getting on it for me right now on this second is not in line with my goals.
Yeah.
So therefore, I ain't going to go and do that because it's like, that's not in line with where I want to go.
So if you woke up going, I'm lonely, your brain's going to be looking for things to show that you're lonely. Look, there's no one in my lounge.
Yeah, look, neighbour ignored me. I'm lonely.
Yeah.
No one's called me. Lonely.
Yeah.
You know.
But if you wake up going, do you know what? I feel good and I'm looking forward to meeting people. Or
it's good to be in my own space.
Yeah, it's good.
Flip it. It's good to be in my own space because I can reflect and I can plan and I can start to think about things. I know we're generalising. Everyone's life is different.
But that's what I said. They're so interesting, man. Like all this stuff that I'm learning is so powerful, and that's why I wanted to share it. But you know, without sounding wanky, it's like today I said on the video that I put out, I said like. Mindset is so powerful, right? And I said that, you know, everyone's going through something, everyone's going through their own shit, but the difference between people that are winning and the difference between people that are stuck is they're doing something about their mindset when they're going through shit. They're physically doing something.
It's the action.
It's the action of doing something to alter the negative thought process in your mind, right? So for instance, if a problem comes up, look at it like you know, if you're going through difficult times, look at it as an opportunity to fucking become strong, right?
Yeah.
Look at it as an opportunity to, you know, like now I look at my addiction, or, you know, my drug or drink use as whatever I went through and whatever I learned from it. As hard as it is, it's a great opportunity for me to now talk about it and share it, right?
100%. The mindset is really important. Like I said to you earlier on, I really identify with a lot of what you said, especially the earlier stuff with the TV and being cancelled. So I've always been a musician. I've always been a performer. You know, acting, everything. And when I was 19, I used to go to auditions at Pineapple Studios every week, and it come off, and then it didn't come off, and this one I went to, and they actually televised the audition process. Right, it was ITV1, it was LWT then, it was Pop Stars and Hearsay and Liberty X were formed out of that. And I got to like the last 13. I was 19 years old. I was known as Taz then. I had hair, and it was all just jewellery and just a very lost individual. But it went really far, and it was mental to have people like Atomic Kitten go, "All right, Taz," and you're thinking, "Oh shit, Richard Blackwood knowing your name." I was thinking, "This is insane," and it was such a great time. I thought, "This is it. This is going to happen. It's happening." Sitting in Warner Brothers, ready to sign a deal, and then the other guy in our group didn't turn up, got signed by Def Soul Records, and
everything went out the window.
It all went out the window, and I couldn't cope. And then they televised, and then everyone thought they knew you, and the hype was good for a while. But you had all the exposure, but you didn't have the job. So that was really hard to sit with that.
No, my life ain't changed.
Life ain't changed. Yeah. And then I had to start lying almost, because people were going, "What up to now? What up to now? What up to now?" You felt like you had to have some kind of answer.
I've got some stuff coming up. Wait till you see it.
Right.
Yeah.
I got some stuff. Yeah, I'm cooking up, and I was doing nothing. I was back being a waiter in my dad's shop in the Wimpy in Southend, and it just nothing was happening. And that whole process, you know, I didn't, like other people that are real influential people out there that might say, and so that was my breaking point. I turned around, I got at the gym, I went and did this, and now I'm smashing it, I'm a millionaire, I'm doing what I'm doing. I didn't interpret life as that. What I went in is a confirmation.
I've lost.
I'm to be rejected.
Yeah.
Because the message I received as a kid is, I'm not worthy. That's what I learned. So that resonated with that belief. Yeah. So now it reinforces it. Yeah. And the embarrassment and the shame and the humiliation. Do you know, I went back again. Crazy, right? So Pop Idol came out. Darius went and done it. They asked me to do it. I said no. I wish I had done it. He'd done it. So I went back and went to Popstar Arrivals. Worst thing I could have ever done, Dan, right? So I was using for an audition. I was so nervous and consumed with fear. I smoked the biggest joint you could imagine. I had no control out my vocal cords. I couldn't sing. Fucked it. Got there, went in there, went off on weird tangents. They started confusing me. I played the race card, which is just ridiculous. I started saying...
Because you were stoned.
I was stoned. I was just nervous. I was talking rubbish. They said a comment that was debatable, and so they weren't being racist, but I just went weird. It was just not right. And I got... And I had to go to work 4 months later, knowing that that's going to come out. And 4 months later, it came out on TV, and I had to go to work. And I went to work the next day. Humiliating. So I just put myself through that sort of stuff. So yeah, it was just so hard. Shame.
I know exactly how you feel. Thinking everyone saw that.
Everyone saw that, and so I went inwards. And I'll
stay at home then and use.
That's exactly it. And that's what I did. I just stayed in and used. And then my girlfriend left me, cheated on me with some other guy. Or she didn't cheat. I say I'm still holding on to the bitterness.
But that confirmed again, you're a loser. You're a loss.
Right. Yeah. The relationship came to an end. She found somebody else. You know, she didn't really cheat on me. It came to an end. And then I felt really on my own, right? So then I continued again and again and again and again. So it's how we interpret stuff.
Look, listen, I know this now. Like, you know what you know now, but you don't know. You didn't know it then. You didn't know how to break free and move progressively. And this is why this podcast is so good and so powerful for people out there. Because I know for a fact, just on a short-term basis, like just on my day, I know for a fact that if I don't wake up and I don't instantly do stuff to change my mindset, then my day ain't going to be... It might not be bad, but it ain't going to be as good as it can be.
Menace is sobriety.